Haein found out about Hyunwoo's idea of divorce. Their relationship is on ice again. Hyunwoo came home in the morning. Seeing that Haein hasn't slept all night, he asks him about her condition. But Haein is sarcastic that he doesn't care. Their families are outside to see them off. But then, a grandmother told him to cheer up. Divorce is no big deal. Sister also tried to explain. She told him that even if he likes to work, he told her to put his health first. Haein didn't get angry in public. He politely said goodbye to them. Dad was worried. He was afraid that Haein would find out something. But my sister said that before that there was something wrong between the two of them. That's why my brother explained. Hyunwoo didn't come home last night. Sister sighed a bit. They used to be true love. It turns out that 4 years ago, she went behind Hyunwoo's back to find Haein. She threw an envelope at Haein. And then, she praised Hyunwoo. Hyunwoo graduated from the highest school. He's handsome. We have an orchard. Haein knows all about it. After all, Hyunwoo has been bragging about it in front of him for a long time. Without realizing it, Haein knew what Hyunwoo was thinking. He didn't pay any attention to him on the way. When he came back, Hyunwoo held his umbrella for him. Haein said he didn't wait for him yesterday. He told him not to think that way. Hyunwoo didn't explain. He just told Haein to hurry back. Haein was still upset. He couldn't sleep because he didn't have any sleeping pills. Hyunwoo replied that he understood. Go home now. When have you ever waited for me? Haein got even angrier. He said I don't wait for anyone. But when he saw Hyunwoo's shoulder was wet from the rain, she told him to put on his umbrella. Two people obviously love each other, but they misunderstand each other again and again. Jae-joon came out at the right time. He went home with Haein in his arms. Hyunwoo's heart was bitter. Jae-joon explained that Haein's mom invited him. Haein's mom invited him to stay in the guest room during the partnership. Jae-gun asked a matchmaker to investigate Haein and his wife. They've been sleeping in separate rooms for a long time. But the strange thing is, although Hyunwoo couldn't accept this family, he's always been the one to give advice at the right moment. And the old chairman would take his advice. In order to provoke their relationship, Liao Jae-joon deliberately said, if a man is living in your house, even if he's his wife's friend, the husband would mind. He said it doesn't matter at all. That made Haein feel even worse. Haein went to the hospital again. The treatment recommended by the German Institute. This treatment is to extract immune cells from the patient's blood to strengthen their ability to kill tumor cells and then infuse back into the patient's body. Although this method has treated a few successful cases and the success rate is over 50, but there's no guarantee of a cure. But Haeyoon doesn't think so. Even if she has to search the whole world, she'll find a way to survive. Meanwhile, Soo-chul brought out the blueprints for the compound resort and promised it'll be the real palace of the Queen's kingdom. The old chairman didn't want to listen to him. He asked him how much he needed. After hearing this, the chairman asked Soo-chul to pay for it himself. As long as we secure the land, the rest of the money will be invested by Hang Jae-gun. He then praised Hang Jae-gun. Mr. Chairman wanted to agree, but Hyunwoo interrupted him. He thinks the suitability of the land should be evaluated first. In the end, it was always a risky endeavor. Mr. Chairman thinks Hyunwoo has a point. Soo-chul wanted to talk to Hyunwoo, but he got a call from the farmer. Hyunwoo went to Germany and found Haein. Their relationship heats up again. She can't trust the meal Ms. Mao prepared for her father. This time, Ms. Muoi doesn't let it happen. She locked the kitchen door behind her. Then she broke the kitchen camera. The aunt went to the chairman to complain, but the chairman didn't believe her. Even though Ms. Mio admitted it herself, the chairman still thought it was the aunt's fault. The aunt was furious. She got a private detective to investigate everything about Ms. Muoi. She has to find out more about her. Meanwhile, Haein is preparing to meet Toshi, Haerakna's field investigation team. But as soon as she left the office, she had a hallucination. She was surrounded by a sea of snow. When she came to his senses, she realized that he was hanging in Jun's arms. Although Haein tried her best to say that she was fine, but Jae-jun was still suspicious. The next day, the doctor told Haein not to go to Germany. Her white blood cell count is too low. For immune cell therapy, the cells are extracted from the patient's body. It's now impossible to extract the cells. Haein didn't want to listen to the doctor's advice. The conversation between the two of them, they were overheard by their aunt who came to the hospital for treatment. She found out about Haein's condition. Although she couldn't believe it, she comforted Haein at the first moment. She said she had a friend, Mi Young. She had a brain tumor. She was diagnosed 5 years ago, but now she's the healthiest. It's not like we don't have money. There's nothing that can't be cured these days. Haein told her aunt not to worry. She also told her that only Hyunwoo knows about this. Annie called Mi Young's number. but the number was empty. So he asked other friends about Mi Young. But he didn't know that Mi Young had already passed away. Mi Young had already passed away. The aunt couldn't believe it. Haein was going to Germany for treatment alone. Haein asked him why Hyunwoo didn't go. Haein just said that Hyunwoo was too busy to go. Annie stopped Hyunwoo at the door. She asked him why he let Haein go to Germany alone. But Hyunwoo didn't know anything about it. Hyunwoo didn't go to Haein first. He went fishing with his friend. The friend realized that Haein wasn't there. He was so excited that he asked his classmates to go camping with him. But Hyunwoo was distracted. He wanted to know the weather in Germany. Haein is alone in Germany, checking her health. At that moment, Hyunwoo received a video interview with the two of them. Haein's condition has worsened. She went to the place where he traveled with Hyunwoo. When she went back, she heard Hyunwoo's voice. She thought he was hallucinating, but Hyunwoo appeared in front of him the next moment. Hyunwoo complained about him right after he arrived. Then he gave Haein his shoes from his bag. Hyunwoo couldn't reach Haein. He went to the hospital. He left again after realizing that he was rejected by the hospital. But the secretary said he didn't get on the plane. When they met, they told each other the grievances they had buried in their hearts.